What's going on, Speed Squad? Connor Speed6 here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, what I'm doing is, as you can see there, looking at some leaderboards on Dirt 5. This was a little while back in the Playgrounds event creator mode. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take a look at a few different #1 world times that I've gotten. As you can see in the Skoda on the first route, what I like to do is, of course, take a outlap just to kind of see what I'm up against. This one was quite an interesting route. As you can see, there's already a ring of fire right at the start there that I'm looking forward to here in a minute. But yeah, rises up a bit. This was quite a challenging track because first of all, on this first lap, of course, I had no clue what I was getting into, never driven it before. As you can see, the fastest time so far is Orkanza, which is a 42-second #1 fastest time in the world. He is actually, I found out, a developer and works on the game. But yeah, as you can see here, just a recon lap, and that's why you do it, just to see what you're up against. So I backed up just a little bit, got a little bit of power going into the first one. That way I could clear this gap. Then once you're down here, it was pretty interesting. It was really neat. It looked like a little underground tunnel. But yeah, I had to wrap myself around this big bump here in the middle, again, which I have no clue where I'm going. So through the gate, and finally over that jump through the fire, ring of fire, and into the last little bit of the track, which is extremely difficult because of that bump and that bump. I just basically go full send, and there we go. So my first one was super slow, of course. Moving on here to another attempt. Thought I was going pretty quickly. I may have been able to get it if I would have had that last little bit clean, but as you can see, slow again. Restart. Starting again. This is actually a very, very good run of mine. Through the little slalom there, the chicane with the right entry. Had to go slow up that first riser there, the bank, because it kicks the car really, really hard if you're not too careful. Over this little jump around the mound. You got power down. You don't want to get too much power though, because you end up smashing into that wall if you have too much speed carrying out there. But yeah, through checkpoint number 5, through the ring, over one of the last couple checkpoints, full send, like I said, over these mounds, just power down at the end. Boom, got ourselves a worldwide #1 time, 40.941. Moving on to the next one called Jump Around. Orkanza yet again. You see Paragleber there, one of my YouTube friends, as well as some others on the leaderboard. So yeah, this one was a little bit more difficult because it's using the Aston Martin GT rally car, which is rear-wheel drive. It's a bit insane. Orkanza with the 31.111. Here we are in just, again, an out lap, sort of a recon lap to see what we're up against. Through some more rings of fire. And then we've got a weird little double jump here, which was interesting, and I completely botched it on the first recon lap there. Here we are again on the second recon lap, through the rings of fire, into some water, trying to find the checkpoints here, of course, because I've never seen it before. This was a fun little section through these trailers, I guess you could call them. Last checkpoint, oh, there's the finish line, but bended, of course, no reason to finish now. So moving on here to the fast lap. Orkanza set that 31.111, which is really, really quick. I struggled actually to get this. Heavy on the brakes in that corner. Nice little hairpin coming out of the jump. Big weird double jump, which was really, really interesting. It's a jump onto a jump to a huge drop. Checkpoint 7 there, getting ready to go around this last little bit into the last checkpoint to the finish. Barely squeaking in a 30.564. Another solid #1 time. Yes, sir. This one was really, really fun. This is called the Challenge. Now, I want you to pay attention here in just a second to the car. I'm not sure what was going on, but I'd started this up. Everything was running fine. Again, this is the pre-release version of the game. Look at the front wheels, how they're just quick to flick. There was really like no, turn left, counter, steer softly to the right. It was just all or nothing. It was left straight, right straight, left straight, right straight. So as you can see there, the car was super, super twitchy, but I had to keep going. I didn't want to restart the entire game. Interesting little drop there to a barrel roll bounce off the ground. No reason to keep this going. But yeah, this time got through it. Still really bouncy on that drop. This was a really interesting section because you have a lot of power going down this hill into some dirt jumps. You don't want to go too hard because you'll end up smashing the face of that next riser, but I lost a little bit on the exit of those jumps. So again, we're going to restart. This is another interesting bit. I slowed down just a little too much, bounced it back in, face down into the next jump. But here we are on the clean run. Orkanza yet again, one of the game developers with a 2 minute 22.753. Again, still struggling with the steering. The car is super twitchy. You can see the wheel just like flicking back and forth. Unfortunately, I didn't have any say or power over that other than to restart the game. I recorded this really late at night. I wasn't in the mood to restart the console because you know how that goes. It just takes forever. Yeah, really clean run so far. A couple little taps on the wall, nothing major. Again, I cannot help it because the car was twitching so bad because of the weird little glitch there. But again, pre-release mode on the game, so it's to be expected to have little bugs like that. Full speed down the hill into a tunnel, which I rode the wall just a little bit there. Nothing I could do about it. I was in the air. Car is super twitchy again on counter steering, so I was struggling a bit, but being able to keep this little Skoda straight is fairly simple. It's a great little car. It's probably one of the most used vehicles on this demo so far because it's really fun to drive. Cool little section there. That was nice. You could choose the right or left. The left was faster. Up a little bit here onto these platforms, and then we're going to be dropping back down into like a huge staircase section, I guess, so it's super bouncy. Extremely difficult to keep the car straight. You basically just have to stay off of the steering and just hope you don't plow into the fence. Into a hard hairpin. Now this is where I went nose down a minute ago, so you don't have too much power over those jumps because you don't want to smash into the next end, but you don't want to have too little to where it bounces you into the next. Nice little sweeping, big 90-degree banked corners. It's really fun in this car. Easy to hold through second gear. Decent slides available whenever your steering's not all twitchy. Then we rise back up around the stunt track type of corners through 3 consecutive checkpoints. Here we are at 2 minutes 11 seconds, so we're coming up close here to the very end. Full power, slide it through there, through the water, over the checkpoint, up into the sky. Nice little touch there at the end to the car back down on the ground. But yeah, that's it for me. I just wanted to show you guys these quick little world records. Please leave the video a like, leave me a positive comment, and be sure to subscribe for more weekly content. I'm Connor Speed 6. Much love, everyone. See you soon.